With this interactive museum, students are able to really kind of use design thinking in order to support their thoughts when it comes to creating some type of artifact for their interactive museum. First, they're going to empathize. They're going to think about their museum visitors. From here, they can enter into a School AI space and they're going to really consider who's the visitor, what do they need, and what are they interested in? What are maybe 3 must-have and what's an avoid, like do not do in my museum? On slide 4, there's also kind of a what does this person think, say, see, gain, peer, pain, and hear. This can be a great way for students to really kind of align their thoughts when it comes to thinking through this empathy and how they can support the user visiting their museum. There's also define, where they can think about what's the vision for my artifact? What am I going to do after I've gone through? There's another School AI space for students to explore. They can think through the questions they have, resources they plan on maybe using to answer those questions. Then as they research, they can jot down notes and they're able to really think about, are there more questions based on that research? After students research and begin to think about their project, they're now going to come up with ideas. They're going to use this crazy 8s, and every so often you can either set a timer for about 4 or 8 minutes. You can also do 30 seconds per box. And students come up with 8 different ideas that they can use as they're exploring their museum. Typically, students start to struggle at box 4. So getting them to even share their worst ideas can be a great way to get ideas crunking out and getting them thinking about what is it that they want to showcase in their museum. After they think of an idea, they're going to choose one of the ideas. And now they're ready to build a prototype. They're going to write their focus. They're going to list any questions that they have as they're building this. They're going to design their prototype. Then they are able to kind of meet with a teacher. And as they meet with the teacher can fill in the benefits and any improvements that they notice for this activity. Then students are ready for a round of feedback, where they are going to be able to maybe meet with 3 or 4 different students, and they're going to share what worked, what ideas, what changes, and what new questions need to be made. After that, students are going to go back to the drawing board, make improvements from that feedback. Then they're ready to present their museum, and they're going to be able to have something that they like, a question and a suggestion from those viewing their museum. If students need track to support them throughout this project, you can come in here and you can say, okay, today's goal is to get to box number 4. Their goal is to get to their prototype today. It's okay if students move ahead of pace, but they cannot be behind pace. You can also have an end of class goal. What is the goal, or what are you going to be discussing or checking in by the end of class? You can also have a way that you're going to conference with student. Maybe I'm going to conference with student 1 and 2 today. And then I can have the reminder of when this is due and when I expect this project to be completed. Can't wait to see how those projects turn out.